This might be the most controversial real estate move that you could make right now, but it works. It's called the dump and jump, a strategy that's already saved some of our clients tens of thousands of dollars, even over $100,000 in some cases. And I'm gonna be honest,
I'm still not even sure how I feel about it.
it's risky, it's inconvenient, and honestly, it's not for everyone. But with the way the market's been moving, or not moving, this strategy has made a huge difference for people who just wanted to make the right move at the right time. If you're sitting there watching prices wobble, wondering whether to list, hold, buy, or just do nothing, this might be the video that finally gives you a clear path forward. Because the dump and jump strategy is all about acting before the headlines catch up and striking before the next big wave. If you want to learn how this strategy might work for you, let's get into that right now. You only get one chance to buy or sell your next home. Let's get it right. Worth mentioning, my name's Darren, a real estate professional based right here in South Surrey, serving this city and the surrounding community since 2007. We meet people just like you all the time from this YouTube channel, folks that are relocating, upsizing, downsizing, or just trying to figure out if this part of the Lower Mainland fits their next chapter. If you're looking for honest local advice from someone who lives here, grew up here, and works here every day, grab a spot in my calendar by using the link in the description below. There's no pressure, just straight talk to help you make the right move. Okay, so I need to be very clear about something. This is not a market prediction video. And it's definitely not going to be a political one either, because yeah, a lot of the uncertainty in the market right now, it's coming from way beyond our own backyard. You've got US tariff noise, global trade tensions, inflation pressure. Hell, there likely will probably be something else crazy happening by the time that you're actually watching this video. And nobody knows how it's all going to land. But what I do know is that we're hearing the same thing again and again from people that we help every day. They're saying we want to move, but we feel stuck. Every month that goes by, the market has pulled back even further. In some areas like South Surrey and White Rock, we're talking drops of nearly $100,000 since the spring of 2025. Detached home benchmark prices across the Fraser Valley have been sliding month after month, sometimes by $20,000 or more. That's every single month. And the hardest part, we have no idea where the end of the road might lie. There's no headline telling you exactly when to move or when to wait, just a lot of noise and a lot of fear. So for the people who don't want to sit on their hands while the market chips away at their equity, we've helped them use a really controversial strategy that puts them back in control. It's called the dump and jump. And if you're serious about selling and you believe that the market still has room to fall, this could be the move that changes everything. Here's how it works. Simply put, you sell now while your home still holds value at today's market value before the market potentially drops further. Now, I get it. Just saying that out loud might make your stomach turn a little bit, because selling your home without a clear next step, somewhere to go, something to move your family into, it goes against everything that we've been taught. It feels uncertain, and it feels like you're giving something up without knowing what you're going to get in return. And for most people, their home isn't just their biggest asset, it's their security, it's their routine, it's their life. So yeah, that can be a hard pill to swallow, a really difficult idea. But for some, staying put has started to feel even riskier. Every month they wait when they want to make a move, they're watching their home's value slip, sometimes, as I mentioned earlier, by tens of thousands of dollars each and every month. And that's not just real paper loss. That's real money that they could have used to move up to a new property, or even scale down or invest into something new. Those people who've been interested in selling in 2025 who didn't take action months ago are now out serious money, because burying their head in the sand while the data clearly showed the market wasn't done unraveling has burned them badly. So the question becomes, what's more uncomfortable, selling now or watching your equity quietly disappear while you wait for a sign that may never come? The dump and jump strategy isn't about panic. It's about making a calm, calculated move while you still have leverage, and then using time and data to your advantage on the buy side. So as I just alluded, the real power in dump and jump isn't just in the selling, it's in what happens next. Because once you're out, You're not guessing anymore, you're watching. So what do I mean by that? Well, before I unpack that, a quick heads up. If you're thinking about buying a home in BC, anywhere in BC, we've put together a free PDF called 21 Grants and Rebates for Home Buyers. It's packed with every federal, provincial, and niche program that we could find with direct links and insider tips to help you save thousands when you buy your next home. The link for that is in the description of this video. So download it now so you can take advantage of every rebate and incentive that you're entitled to. Okay, now back to the strategy. So once you're out sitting on the sidelines, you are in the perfect position to strike, especially if you're tracking the data. You're waiting for the right signals and you're ready to jump in the moment the market turns in your favor. This is all before it hits the news cycle, because here's the truth. Once it's in the news, it's already far too late. Think about it. Once the winds change and the sentiment of the market swings back into optimism and positive news, the window for great buy opportunities just slams completely shut. Buyers get competitive, negotiation power disappears, and suddenly you're stuck paying full market value, or worse, you're even back into bidding wars against people who now just realize what's happening. But when you're sitting on cash and you've been watching the numbers, not the headlines, you're in a position of strength. So what do you watch? Well, one of the key indicators that we follow for our clients is something called the sales to active ratio. It shows us the balance between supply and demand. And right now in some segments, like detached homes in various areas of Surrey, that number is ultra low. And that usually signals a continued tough road ahead for home sellers and more price pressure. Conditions like that are really hard to recover from quickly. Now, that's not to say that market won't recover. It happens, but it won't happen overnight. But in other areas, like Cloverdale townhomes, for instance, that ratio is rising and is showing that the winds have likely already started changing. That market is showing real signs of life and it's heating up. Now, here's the important thing. Every single market tells its own story. All areas and all property types react differently to what's happening around them. For that reason, we also never rely on just one good month or even just one bad month. We look for patterns. We're looking for momentum, for consistency. That's what gives you real confidence, not guesswork, but signals that actually matter. That's how you jump back in before the rush, before the frenzy, while sellers are still open to negotiating and deals are still on the table. And here's something else. This strategy, it works especially well if you have specific needs for your next home. Maybe you're looking for a property that rarely comes up. Maybe you're relocating to a secondary market like Kelowna or Nanaimo, somewhere that's a little more seasonal and has lots of secondary homes. These markets are also largely influenced by the lower mainland market. These markets tend to move after the lower mainland market, reacting to it. So timing is everything. Or maybe you're just done settling for what's available and ready to wait for a home that actually fits your lifestyle. When you're not in a rush, you're not boxed in. You don't have to settle for whatever's on the market at the exact moment that you list and actually achieve a sale. Hey, that was cool. My light just popped on. You can be choosy. You can watch. You can wait. Dump and jump gives you breathing room. Time to react with strategy instead of stress. Time to find the right home, negotiate the right deal, and make the right move when the stars actually align. It's the difference between shopping out of desperation and buying with precision. And if you've ever had to compromise on your dream home because of market pressure, you already know how valuable that flexibility can be. And here's the beautiful thing about this strategy is when you exit the market today, and should the market continue to be challenging, prices continue to soften or decline, well, using this strategy, you get the money out of your current property today, and you get to watch all these other properties succumb to the market conditions while they continue to lose value, while you're strategically watching and waiting to jump back in when the timing is perfect. And that alone can save you tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, so look, I will be the first one to say, I don't love the idea of being completely out of the real estate market. It's uncomfortable, it's inconvenient, and it comes with a lot of unknowns. You might face things like mortgage penalties. You might have to rent a property for some time. You might have to live with family or temporary downsize, and none of that is easy. And yes, you could time it wrong. You could miss the jump. That risk is always there. But the truth is, every strategy has trade-offs. Staying put has risk. Doing nothing has risk. And sometimes taking control means stepping outside of your comfort zone. The people who've used the dump and jump strategy successfully, they didn't sell on a whim. They made a strategic move based on real data, clear thinking, and a commitment to playing offense instead of defense. Some have saved tens of thousands and some over $100,000, even in a market that already feels low, right? Because this is not about panic. It's about positioning and positioning yourself for the future. And if you're someone who believes the market isn't done falling and you want to protect your equity and buy from a position of strength, then selling now, stepping back, and waiting with purpose might just be the smartest move that you make. Look, at the end of the day, this strategy is not for everyone. It's bold, it takes patience, and yeah, there's some short-term discomfort. But if you'd rather buy smart than buy scared, then dump and jump might be your way forward. And if you're wondering, okay, well, how do I know when to jump back in? Well, that's exactly what the video coming up next is all about. We're actually breaking down how real estate cycles work, what to watch for, and the early indicators most people completely miss. So you can make your move before the headlines do. If timing the market's on your mind, that's a video that you don't want to miss. But the good news is, well, that's coming up right now, so I'll see you over there.